Leyva. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner to my left, wearing the black trunks with the orange trim. He weighed in at 147 pounds even. He has an outstanding professional record, 7 wins, only 1 defeat, 4 big wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of Tarzana, California. Please welcome the silent assassin, Jerry Bradford.
Darynn? There, okay, great. Darynn, Jerry, you received your instructions in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. You keep the punches up, touch gloves, come out at the bell. Thank you.
So it is our opening matchup, this one in the welterweight division. Jerry Bradford, 7-1, 31 years of age with 4 knockouts, taking on Darynn Leyva. Your referee in charge is Sharon Sands. Again, this is a part of the Next Gen Fighters. As we are underway here at the Bank of California Stadium. My first time here, and I got to tell you guys, what a beautiful venue here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, hopefully we stay dry tonight, though, Rick.
No question
about it. A
couple
of raindrops here. We don't have a tarp over the ring, so for the sake of the fighters as well.
Well, right away, Leyva going right after Jerry Bradford, actually unloaded with a right hook upstairs.
No feel around here.
What I love about tonight, guys, is on the pay-per-view coming up at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific time. Good right hands by Jerry Bradford. You have a little bit of everything. Coming up, we have the battle of the NFL running backs, Le'Veon Bell, Adrian Peterson, that'll be stepping inside the ring. And how apropos is it that they are literally going to be fighting a day before the first NFL Sunday of the year?
Almost like they did it on purpose. You got an NFL rivalry tonight and some more NFL rivalries tomorrow.
Absolutely. So they're going to let the fists fly tonight, and then they will watch their fellow NFL players compete on the gridiron tomorrow.
And these guys are letting their fists fly inside the ring right now.
Bradford looks good in the early going. Just over a minute has elapsed, and you know, these next 4 fights, they are professional fights.
Come on, work out. Let's work out.
4-round matchup. Sharon Sands, referee in charge.
Good job.
I like the pressure Leyva's putting on, too. He added Bradford against the ropes a few seconds back. He let go of a nice combination. Bradford doing a good job picking his spots, but Leyva picking him off as well. Some good two-way action here.
Leyva's a 5-fight veteran, Mikey, and you know, one thing about it, you always have to be cognizant of those veterans.
Yeah, look, even though record doesn't show, but he does have experience, and he's fighting pretty well. He's cutting the distance, coming in forward, looking to close that gap, because Bradford definitely has the height and reach advantage. So Leyva's doing a good job right now in this first round.
Looking to swarm Jerry Bradford. But Bradford looks to be relaxed. He unloads a right to the left side of the rib cage of Darynn Leyva.
And if Bradford's going to start to frustrate the pressure of Leyva, he's going to have to be first consistently.
Guys.
You know, he's got to make sure he's doing. When he does that, he gets the better of the exchanges. When he allows Leyva to be first, he gets backed up and he's able to not answer it back as much. There's a nice sharp right hand by Bradford.
Yeah, Bradford needs to maybe land something to gain some respect. He's trying to use the distance and all, but I mean, this
gets tired in a fight like this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to let your hands go, land something solid.
A couple of right hands down the middle by Jerry Bradford, but Leyva's not going away. Sharon Sands will separate the two as we are nearing the conclusion of our opening stanza. This is the preview. Got 3 more fights on the way. And then we'll go live at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific time with our pay-per-view.
Yes, 10 seconds.
It is social gloves too.
I'd like to see Leyva also close the gap behind some punches. That's the only complaint I have with Leyva. When he gets close, he gets some good work in, but you got to use those straight punches like he did right at the end of the round, and to get closer, and then from there he can go into the combinations that he likes to throw.
And that'll end round 1.
Thank you.
Any close at all. Look at me. We can't make close at all. Every fucking round. You understand me? You understand me? Doubly tap.
Taking a look at some of the action, Paulie.
Yeah, and there's a right hand by Bradford, and then Leyva with the countering right hook. You can see both guys get in there mixing it up. They got to watch the heads on the inside. There's almost a clash of heads there. You see Bradford led with a lot of right hands, which is, you know, what you want to do against a southpaw, and that's what he was looking for. You see Leyva closing the gap, and when he does close the gap, he likes to let his hands go like this. But Again, that's why, as I said at the conclusion of the last round, I'd like to see him use some punches on the way to closing the gap. And this way he can kind of disguise the entrance a little bit.
Round number 2, this one is scheduled for 4 to begin the night. And gentlemen, I got to tell you regarding our main card coming up at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific time on pay-per-view, you know, a matchup that has my attention is the battle of the reality TV stars in the heavyweight division. You got Corey Wharton matching up against Chase D'Amore. They both, in both press conferences in the lead up to their respective matchups, were pushing, punching each other, and finally they get an opportunity to do it with money on the line. Big knockdown, down goes Leyva.
Oh, he's cut too. Look, he's hurt. He's hurt.
6, 7, 8. All right. Okay. All right. I need you to step over this way. Okay. You think you can continue?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay.
That's a bad cut outside the left eye. And Mikey, I think you were short of shaking your head. A couple right hands by Jerry Bradford. Down he goes. And this one is over. Jerry Bradford with a second round demolition against Darynn Leyva to begin the night here at the Bank of California Stadium.
Yeah, we're going to get a look at that replay. Leyva complaining about a rabbit punch, but even despite that, it's